Alright, so we made it through another week, right? This is Saturday night, not Sunday morning. I will be at the shop when I'm supposed to be filming this in the morning. I guess start with simple things. It almost feels like life is a fucking video game right now, and I just leveled up because shit got really difficult not long ago. The way I rationalize it, the way I understand it, pick your faith, your philosophy, whatever, insert there. As you go along in life, you're throwing ordeals. If you've got time in between ordeals to catch your breath, look around and enjoy things a little, good for you. Some of our ordeals are brought upon by our own action or inaction. And some of the ordeals are brought to us despite how well set up, ready to go, or so forth we may be. We're in the midst of an ordeal. That's the only way I can see it and explain it, rationalize it without completely cracking. Did some negotiating this week. Humbled myself quite a bit this week. Ran into an electrical issue, and I don't understand electrical. I can't take the diagram from the book and applicate that. I can follow a wiring diagram, and I can follow it through a functioning circuit system and make sense of it and understand it. But when it goes to breaking it down and just starting scratch, there's some kind of psychological block there. It turns into, is it further to Omaha or by bus? Yes, because the orange has no sleeves. I can't articulate from a book to practical hands-on doing it very well. I've taught myself over the years some aspects of this, but I've always had difficulty with it. Electrical is my next, I think that's my next big hurdle, because I don't understand it. I understand the consequences if you fuck it up, so I'm very intimidated by it. A good friend of mine helped. We got the problem sorted out. We burnt up a wire on the headlights for the Mercedes replica. We wound up rewiring the whole headlight system and establishing 2 new grounds because that electrical system is not grounded well. So we made sure our work was solid. And it showed the owner why we had those concerns. It does seem, though, a few weeks ago, things have really started clicking with our little group, with Jason, Aaron, and I. Aaron's case is, he's a very highly trained professional when it comes to everything carpenter, landscaping, those type of aspects. But he can bring that mechanical aptitude he's gained and earned to the table. He can bring common sense, which he actually has, to the table. He's learning a whole new skill set, a whole new trade. Jason's coming from a very shade tree hobbyist background. And that helps, but it hinders. Because he's got some very poor ideas of what's right and what's not. How far do we take this process type of deal. And I'm trying not to get exacerbated with that because everything else, his work ethic, his efforts in general are sincere, they're solid, they're there. And we've been busting our asses for a month with little to no gains on the big picture. So that's rough to deal with. I've got 2 excellent guys. I mean, we become more family than workmates. But I got 2 good guys. I'd love to get a 3rd good guy in there, but let's make the money first. Let's get these 2 rolling hard and doing what we need. But they're at a point now, we brought in a car midweek, late week, and it's broke down, it's ready for the booth. I didn't touch nothing. I got the parts ordered, they got here yesterday, so that's kind of groovy. getting them trained on procedures. I let certain procedures wane over the last month or so, and we've had some issues with quality control. We're back at it again. We're putting the full system in place, everything we do. That helps. That's been us in a nutshell. This is the underfunded, hang your balls out and just go. Make it happen. If the why is big enough, the how doesn't matter. It'll find its own way. And my why is, this is what I need to do with my professional life. And I think I've found two people that are crazy enough that feel the same way. Talking to a gentleman that may come in and help us with sales and promoting and such. Get him set up in a commission-based system. We've yet to flesh that out and detail it properly. But I hope that comes through. Seems like a cool dude, compassionate, concerned. I think he would be a good addition to what we've got going on. So that's kind of groovy. So I had a wedge truck, other news. I had a wedge truck dropped off, one of those old ramp trucks. A 78 Chevy 4-door truck, 1 ton. And they assembled a 14-foot wedge-style bed on it to haul cars. It was like a hobbyist, a race car hauler. He just got dropped on me. What the fuck do you do with this? And it's set for months now. Trying to contact the guy that dropped it off for work, and the dude fell off the face of the planet. The 66 C10 we did last year with all the scallops. Most of the Japanese motorcycles we've done. There's something else we painted for him. I don't remember what now. Anyhow, he just fell off the planet. Digging through, trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this, get paperwork in order to get a title. Located the previous owner and discovered that the previous owner was still the titled owner. He still held registration on the vehicle. It hadn't been transferred. So I called him up. Told him he could pay storage and take it out of here, or I'd pay him to go get a title. Long story short, we got the wedge truck running yesterday. And I got it posted up on Craigslist and Facebook Thursday night when I got the title. So that thing will go away. Disappointing a customer. Any of them, all of them. That's a difficult one for me. I like to please my customers. That's kind of what I'm here for. I like it when I can please my customers. It's a little rub on the ego and it feels good. But disappointing customers, getting behind on projects and so forth. I got 3 that I got to power out that I'm in trouble with, basically. We're doing okay on those. We'll get them powered out, we'll get them out of our shop, and they can have their car and be happy. At the very least, they can be happy with the work done. They won't say anything about the timeline, but they'll be happy with work done. So that's that. Work's coming in. We got some good bookings, looks like this month. We had a lot to do, a lot of ground to cover. The last 2 weeks have been stellar as far as production and quality. So we're going to keep it up, keep plowing. I'm going to get off here. This is actually technically girlfriend, but anyhow, I present her everywhere as my wife, and she her husband. I her husband. It's our 2-year anniversary. So I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go deal with family. I'm going to go enjoy time with family. I thank you all for coming out, checking everything out. Go check some of these other cats out too. There's some really good guys out there showing you how to do this shit on your YouTube. Lately I've just been doing pictures on Facebook. That's as good as it gets right now. With this much chaos, sitting down focusing on editing isn't working. We'll get there. I'll chat with y'all soon. I'm gonna let you go. You take care.